elimination match. Again, this tells me that the loser of this series is out of the tournament. The winner will advance on to face off against Maffer in the decider match. And here we go. We have our ZvZ, and spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Ley Lines, we have our Brazilian Zerg player, the Blue Zerg, representing Eximius Gaming. It is Marova. And spawning in the top right-hand corner. Oh, let's go. We're going for a 13-12, by the way. In the right-hand corner, we have our opponent. We have the red Brazilian Zerg player for Eximius Gaming as well. It is Vitorino. Let's go 13-12 out of our blue Zerg. Meanwhile, Vitorino going for a 15 hatch first instead. I believe this should be 15-15 hatch first into a spawning pool. Going for another gas trick, I would assume. Going for another cancel. If not, we'll see if Marova can pop off here. Yeah, okay, the gas is going to finish. So it's going to be a hatch gas pool opener out of Vitorino. Meanwhile, Marova with the 13-12. Now, with the 13-12, with this early gas income, what does this mean? This means early link speed and an early Bailey nest and early game aggression. Oh boy, essentially borderline all in here from our blue Zerg. There we go, we have 6 lings on the way. We have enough for link speed, and we are not pulling out of gas, which means we are going into the Bailey nest as well. Now, from the side of Vitorino, you can defend with this build 100%, but it depends on his reaction, his decisions, how he does approach this. Now, against a 13-12, you don't have to try to defend your natural base. You can set up your defense in the main. Instead, there's more onus on your opponent to actually push into the main and push into your defensive line. Lings are moving out. The Overlord has yet to confirm. As the Overlord is moving in. Lings, they break out. Vitorino, he sees nothing so far. Back at home, though, he is making his own lings, getting to link speed. Yeah, he is producing his own lings defensively. And the big power spike for Marova is going to be his own link speed timing. Now remember, this was gas before pool, so early link speed out of Vitorino as well. True. He will have early link speed. Earlier than normal. Oh, Marova, he has to be careful though. It takes a lot of hits. Oh no! Yeah, it takes a lot of damage. Bleeding out a lot of lings. Vitorino is getting himself with the morphing and banelings. And can he deny them? It's going to be close. It looks like, oh, he barely cannot. But alas, Marova, he lost so many lings already. He lost so many Zerglings. And Vitorino, he's holding. He's holding. He's defending. Banelings, they do make their way into the bases though. They make their way into the main. Going for the middle line. Oh my god, no connection. Yeah, no major connection yet. Did miss the opportunity. There we go. 4 drones go down. Not bad. Does get 4 workers, but still not enough. As there are so many lings left over, and link speed now kicks in for our red Zerg. There we go. Link speed does kick in. He's moving out across the map. Back at home, Marova, he attempts an expansion, but no shoddy defense. He has nothing at home. It was not good enough. He's sure he killed 4 drones, but he needed more than that. As these banelings, they will not finish. They will not complete. At least they shouldn't. There we go. Looks like one will. No, not even. Gets cancelled, gets denied, and back in the main base, there's nothing to defend. There's no queen, there's no spine crawler, there's no lings, there's no nothing. Vitorino, he holds, he defends, he shuts down the army. GG gets called, and Vitorino, he will take game number 1. GG. GG, well played. Again, earlier hatchery, earlier gas, earlier pool out of our red Zerg player. Not as quickly as a 13-12, of course, but defensively was ideal. Was able to shut this down, and with that, GG, well played. Also did love the earlier link speed timing as well, because of the earlier gas. And with that, Marova, he's up against the wall. He's down in the series. We'll see if he can recover as we load into our next game into Ultra Love. I used duct tape to save hundreds of dollars around my AC units. Oh no, on the edging. Oh no. Look after your AC, papi. Look after it. Not like this. Here we go, getting into our next game. And game 2 is going to be on Ultra Love. Let's go. Let us go. As spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Ultra Love, we have our red Zerg player. We have our Brazilian Zerg representing ZvZ Gaming, leading the series 1-0. And both players are droning, by the way. It is Vitorino. Oh. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the Brazilian Zerg player, the Blue Zerg, representing ZvZ Gaming as well. As their teammates down in the series, it is Marova. Both players opening up 15 hatch. Let's go. We have 15 hatch openers here from both players. I mean, they are teammates. It wouldn't surprise me if actually they even practice together or even do customs or even discuss the game. So once again, 15 hatchery into a 15 gas geyser into a follow-up spawning pool. This is the same build that Vitorino he went for last game. This does mean earlier link speed as a result. I mean, earlier than normal. And earlier spawning pool as well, as this is all on a low drone count. This is a 14 pool timing. Jesus. So 15, 15, 14 at the Vitorino. I mean, this is designed to shut down 13, 12, and 12 pools as well. Meanwhile, we do have Marova going for something more standard. Now, because of this opener, I will say that our red Zerg player, again, early link speed. You can see here already up to 70 gas, whereas our blue Zerg is still just getting their gas geyser. So there is going to be an early link speed timing here for Vitorino. This isn't like overly aggressive, but it's still earlier than normal, so we can still make use of this. Again, this is a reason why he was able to shut down the 13-12 so quickly. As link speed is on the way, Vitorino, he does confirm the hatch first. Despite that, still making lings. Yeah, there's 8 lings on the way. And we'll see if Marova can defend. Now, as you can see, Marova, he does have a drone advantage. Economically, he's ahead. He does have a lead economically, but he's going to be down when it comes to the overall link count. He will have 2 queens to defend, though, so that is going to be a factor coming into this. Looks like Vitorino, he pulls out of gas, so no banelings. No banelings with this, just a pure ling flood out of our red Zerg. And it looks like this was the initial plan in game 1. He happened to survive and defend against a 13-12, but that was never the intention. It was this. It was a link flood. Marova walling up on 2 bases. Does start the wall. He hasn't scattered. He doesn't move out with his lings. He should be ling scatting, but alas, he's in the dark. He will see this with the overlords, but can he react in time? As he's still mining gas. That's a lot of gas, though. He should have a baneling nest. Ooh, Marova is cutting corners. He's trying to play 2-base roach. Without a wall, he's going to be in trouble. Lings are amassing. Ling speed is almost done. And here we go. Vitorino, he pulls the trigger. He's going for the ling flood. Marova, he sees, he knows. He just droned. Oh, no. Oh, no. He just made drones. He has no wall. He needs the wall off. Eva chamber on the way. But even with a wall, it's not going to be enough here. As the wall has so little HP. It's such a late wall from Marova. Yeah, the wall's going to break. He breaks through the Evo chamber. That's a kill, not a cancel. Lings, they flood in. They get us around, and there's nothing to defend. There's nothing here. There's 2 queens and 2 lings. Down to 0 lings and 0 queens. GG gets called. Vitorino, he does pull off the ling flood, and he will take the series 2-0. GG. Whew. GG, well played. He will claim the series, a very fast series, but now we can see what happened in game 1, right? Game 1, Vitorino, he went for the same build, and he blind countered a 13-12. He blindly countered it, he would blindly shut it down completely, and here we see what the initial plan was to go for a ling flood himself. A little bit later, unfortunately for Marova, unscouted. Usually in ZvZ, with your first 2 lings, you scout. You move out across the map, you get across, you scout saturation, you scout drones, you scout what your opponent's up to. We saw 0 scouting out of Marova. He was relying heavily on his overlords. Because of that, he didn't know he needed banelings, he didn't know he needed a wall. So late scouts, late reaction, late realization, GG. GG, well played. Vitorino, he does claim the series, does advance on, and now we are getting ready for the decider match. We're getting ready for the rematch between Vitorino and Maffer, a ZvT, the final series of the broadcast. Here we go. There we go. Maffer, he's on Hellfire. Okay, okay. Sorry, just setting up the team. Setting up. But it is going to be a rematch. Vitorino, he had some interesting styles and interesting approaches to his Zerg versus Terran. I will say that. So we'll see how they compare to each other in the next series. For now, though, they need some time. They need some time to conduct their veto, so we're going to be going on a break. We're going to be going on a short break. When we come back, we'll have that final decider match of the broadcast. We'll have that final series. We'll see you soon after the break. See you soon, Pappy. See you soon.